On behalf of the Better Business Bureau serving New Mexico and Southwest Colorado, we would like to be the first to congratulate you, Robert Mendez, and the Cornivore Popcorn Company on being our second annual Brian Baca Memorial Award recipient. First and foremost, Robert, how does it feel to achieve this award? And can you tell us a little bit about the Cornivore Popcorn Company?
Yeah, well, it's a great honor for us to be recognized for something that we're doing for our community. Giving back to the community has always been a very big thing for us. It's our main wholesale model, and it's been the most rewarding of all, right? The Brian Baca Award itself is a very prestigious award, and to be known for a company that will follow in those shoes, that means a lot to us.
And you just touched a little bit on Brian. Of course, Brian was the president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau here in New Mexico and Southwest Colorado for a number of years, and of course he served as well. And this is all in memorial for his achievements that he made, not only with the Better Business Bureau, but making a difference in the community as well, serving with the National Guard here in New Mexico for over 30 years. What does it mean to you to be not only a business owner in this beautiful community, but also come from that veteran-owned background?
Well, one thing that we learned when we were in the military is systems, right? I mean, they take an 18-year-old and they put him up there, and now I'm responsible to buckle in this pilot. He's about to shoot off the front of an aircraft carrier, and I need to make sure everything's right. And I'm 18 years old, right?
Sure.
So being able to create systems in our business, things that we've learned from the military, was very important for us, right? I would say that's probably the biggest thing that I bring from the military to business, is the ability to train, to be trained, and to bring those systems into a play.
So I got to ask the million-dollar question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why popcorn?
Why popcorn, right? How many coffee shops do you know?
Unlimited, right?
How many barber shops do you know, right?
Quite a few, especially here in New Mexico.
And at the time, you probably could have named at least 10 cupcake shops. Now name me just 2 popcorn shops.
You know what? You might have actually got me on this one.
Right.
So that's the reason behind popcorn.
Yeah, and I'm a popcorn connoisseur. I mean, I guess you can call me a connoisseur of types, right? I love popcorn. I've always loved popcorn. And when we crashed and burned in real estate in late 2000s, my wife had just recovered from a stroke in 2009, and we just had to figure out a way to rebuild everything from scratch, right? And so one of the issues with her was when her body rebooted from her stroke, she was unable to consume like artificial colors, artificial flavors, different types of things like that. That should probably tell us, what the body is really like, right? Mm-hmm. And so she couldn't eat popcorn because every popcorn pretty much in the country is made with corn syrup and some type of color.
Interesting.
So what we had to do is we had to reverse engineer popcorn, right? One of her favorite snacks. And by doing that, we created this super high tier level popcorn that just has stood the test of time over 12 years and has kept us #1.
And one of the things that I noticed about your company in particular is you're really invested in the community when it comes to any sort of fundraising opportunities. Mm-hmm. I know that you're a part of multiple chambers, and you're really just out there, boots on the ground, for lack of a better term. What brings that importance to your specific industry?
Well, from the get-go, we didn't have a lot of money. We started this thing with no money, no pride, no credit, no nothing, right? And we had to create a product, and we had to get out and we had to market that thing, And we didn't have a budget to go out and get radio. We didn't have a budget to go out and do social media. We had to pop the popcorn and get it out there and get the people to taste it, right? And I always tell people, my marketing campaign can be summed up in 5 words: get it in their mouth.
Okay, I like that.
Right.
So how has things changed then from the start to where you are now? I mean, I imagine there was a lot of trial and error trying to get that taste perfect. I'm sure you've unveiled many, many flavors from then. Kind of how have you gotten in the landscape from then to now?
Well, popcorn, we're consistently changing things, right? We took our product to the people and we said, do you like this, right? I used my wife as a taste tester because, again, if she couldn't consume it, then we knew that we were still on the path to be like everybody else. Mm-hmm. We didn't want to be like everybody else. Our main mission is to build a popcorn shop like no other, right? Part of that is to be the best popcorn. Another part of that is to be the best customer experience. The next part of that is to be our best fundraising opportunity for our community, right? And we've got a huge, audacious goal. We want to be able to put $1 million in cash back into our community in a 1-year period. And up till now, since the beginning of our fundraising efforts, we put just over $3 million back in the community collectively. But we'd like to get it to $1 million annually. And last year we did just under half of that. So we think we're on the track to be able to do that. And it's very important to us because what we do is when we first started, everybody wanted our popcorn in their store. Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Sprouts, all these people, right? But the barrier of entry was very high. Most of the money went out of state, and that just didn't jive for us, right? So we figured out, how do we get to these customers but not have to go through those companies, right? And so we thought, fundraising, that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna sell our product to the fundraising organizations, and we're gonna give them half of the money back, right? And now that money stays in the community, right? So that gives the local kids the ability to not have barriers of entry, right? They can get, if they don't have money for cleats, now there's money for cleats. If they don't have money to go to a tournament, now there's money to go to that tournament. They've got travel expenses. These are the kind of things that keep kids from participating. And so when you take those entry points out of the way, those barriers, now kids can participate. And now they've got something to look forward to instead of going out and getting in trouble.
Well, it's instances just like that of why you are this year's Brian Baca Memorial Award winner. And one thing that you mentioned there that I really liked was people. You talk about the customers, you talk about a little bit of your background. How important is it to have a team built around you when it gets to the Cornivore Popcorn Company with the day-to-day stuff, even year to year? Talk about your team.
Right. We currently have 19 people working for us, right? People, a lot of times, they think they're going to come into our shop and they're going to see this cute little dainty popcorn shop. That's not it. We are a popcorn manufacturing facility, right? But we've never lost track of our quality, right? So the people that work for us know us in the community. They've had our popcorn. They've experienced us in a fundraiser for their children in some way, shape, or form. And so they want to work for us, right? They want to see what this is. What's this engine that's going on behind this veil, right? What is this thing, right? Who's the Oz, right? And when they come in, their attitude is so much different than people that just need a job, right?
Yeah.
These are people who want this job. And so I've got a fantastic leadership team that we built. They've taken a lot of the stuff off of my plate, so I've been able to go out and promote the company and work on different things that can make our fundraising efforts even more fruitful.
So what's on the horizon then for Cornivore? The sky's the limit at this point.
Yeah.
You seem like you have a lot of energy towards it. What's going on here in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, it's going to actually happen a lot quicker than that because our landlord recently sold our building. So now we're in an opportunity where now Cornivore gets a chance to scale, right? No more growing, no more running people into the ground. It's time to upgrade our automation, upgrade our systems. We're going to train people to do different things so that way they can do more with less effort, less time, and get paid more. So there's all these really exciting things we want to do within our organization, but the one thing that we're not doing is we're not compromising quality one bit, right? I'll quote this from my friend Jeff Irway from Lacumbe Brewing. Costs be damned. When it comes to the right when it comes to the right ingredients going into your product, good in, good out, right? We put the best in because we expect the best out. And everybody on the team, they have that same commitment to quality that I do. And that's why it's such an awesome situation, because when we keep our quality at such a high level, but we're able to mass produce it and take that opportunity out into the public and let these organizations use our stellar product to help them raise money, it's just a win-win-win for everybody. And that's what's important to us.
I love it. Happening even faster than we can imagine.
It's going to happen
Robert,
faster.
Thank you again so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
And again, I want to be the first one to congratulate you and the Cornivore Popcorn Company for winning the Brian Baca Memorial Award on behalf of everybody at the Better Business Bureau serving New Mexico and Southwest Colorado. Congratulations again.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.